Hi folks, Katrin Hawkins here from Maplewood Dog, and today we're going to talk about what exactly is a certified dog behavior consultant and talk about some things about credentials. So, I am certified through two organizations. One is the International Association for Animal Behavior Consultants, or IAABC, and the certification I have through them is Certified Dog Behavior Consultant, or CDBC for short. The other organization I'm certified through is the Certification Council for Professional Dog Trainers, or the CCPDT, and I'm a Canine Behavior Consultant Knowledge Assessed, or a CBCC-KA. And what that means is that as a professional, I have had a certain amount of documented casework working with clients. I've had to do a certain amount of independent study and then be evaluated on that. For one of my certifications, that was in the form of an exam, which I took at a college testing site and was then graded based on a specific rubric, and the exam tested a number of different pieces, including anatomy and physiology of dogs, learning theory, consultant best practices, and various other different parts of a rubric that were then graded and had to have a certain score in order to pass. I was also required to submit documented recommendations and referrals from other professionals, including veterinarians that I'd worked with, other canine professionals that I'd worked with, and then I believe also, I think there was one or two that I had to have clients set in a recommendation for me as well. And then the other certification I had also had to do a certain number of professional recommendations or referrals from veterinarians, other professionals, clients, a certain amount of documented casework hours with clients, and then again independent study, but this was then tested in a written exam that included a certain number of case studies that I had to submit from start to finish. There were a certain number of essay questions that I had to fill out, like, they'd describe a case scenario and then you had to write out and develop a treatment plan, and different other, essay type questions. I mean, I think my final application when I submitted was like close to 40 pages. And then that was then graded by a number of people on a committee, and then graded against a rubric, and then I earned my certification through that. Now, for both of my certifications, I also am required to do a certain number of continuing education credits. I believe for IABC it's 36 credits every 3 years, and for CCPDT it's 36 credits every 5 years. And those credits have to be pre-approved, so I do different webinars and go to different workshops and seminars, online classes, and each organization has certain criteria about what would count for CEUs and continuing ed credits. So why is this all important? Why did I go through the trouble of getting these certifications? Well, one of the reasons was because we have a pretty unregulated industry. So kind of on the base level, you have dog trainer as a category, and a dog trainer could literally be anybody. I mean, you could never have trained a dog in your life and put up a shingle and say dog trainer and call yourself a dog trainer. So as a way to try to regulate the industry a little bit, and add some qualifications, a number of organizations have come up with like a certified dog trainer type of qualification. Now, sometimes it's people go through a private organization that has staff and training manuals and stuff like that to become get their certification. Sometimes people go through like CPDT has a certified dog trainer test that people can take too, and that kind of is like a next level. So dog trainer, you kind of have to do your own homework as a client. You've got to see what are these people, what have they done, have they really trained dogs, can I ask for references, do they have veterinarians that recommend them, what kind of philosophy and methods do they use, have they ever trained a dog in competitive sports, those kind of things. Then you have like some level of certified dog trainer, And like I said, there's a lot of different ways people could do that. And, you know, at least for that, you can say, okay, this person has this credential. Let me go find that organization and figure out what their philosophy they teaches, and, you know, what the code of ethics, if they have one that their certificants have to agree to. Do their certificants have to do any kind of continuing education credit? Do they have to have a certain level of, you know, background knowledge and education, that kind of stuff. So as a you know, customer, as a potential person wanting to hire this dog trainer, you now have another level of way you can kind of vet this person, so to speak. And then you have, as a next level up, folks like me who are a certified animal behavior consultant or certified dog behavior consultant, depending on the category. And that requires kind of a next level of education and background and training and certification. You know, many of us have, you know, taken college level coursework in animal behavior. You know, we've done mentorships, internships. You know, some folks have, you know, worked extensively like in the shelter type of industry, in the pet rescue industry. Some people have done, you know, a lot of competitive dog sports. Some people have, you know, in terms of behavior, you know, decided to focus more on separation anxiety or aggression cases, or, you know, helping people with certain other behavioral challenges that their animal is having and they are. And as a behavior consultant, you know, we're also required to have proof and training of our ability to actually teach people. You know, a lot of people who get into animal training and dog training as a profession, they're really good at training dogs and animals and working with animals, but maybe their people skills are kind of lacking. I used to joke with clients, you know, dog trainer and animal behavior consultants kind of on the shingle to get people on the door. The last dogs I've trained in a long time are my own, because mostly I would train people, you know, train people how to teach their dogs, how to learn to read their dogs, how to communicate with their dogs, how to, you know, understand what their dog needed, you know, how to break down behavior into the ABCs, and then pull together training and behavior modification plans. So I'm kind of at that tier. Then above us, we have people who have like formal college education, usually a master's degree or a PhD in some form of animal behavior degree-based study at a university level, and those would be animal behaviorists. And then above that, you have veterinary behaviorists, which are folks who have been through a veterinary program. They are a DMV, a doctor of veterinary medicine, and then they have had additional training and coursework to then become a board certified veterinary behaviorist. So they have additional, you know, coursework, internships, and such like that, all to become specialized in the area of veterinary behavior. And those are the folks who can, you know, prescribe medications, you know, order tests and lab work if needed. And oftentimes they work, you know, with a team of, you know, animal behaviorists and sometimes certified animal behavior consultants to then help the clients, you know, with their animals' behavior in a wide range area. So those are kind of the demarcations of the animal training and consulting world as we know it at this time, and why, you know, for folks who are thinking about, you know, hiring either a dog trainer or somebody who says they're an animal behaviorist, is to really understand what the terms and definitions mean, so that you know what you're hiring and what you're getting into, and you know, find somebody who's a good fit for where you and your dog are and what you guys need. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this video was informative, and you know, you've learned some things about really what an animal behavior consultant is, and that you'll like and comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Have a great day.